Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today is day 22 of 30 Days of Resin, and I thought I'd make something for the holiday. Now, I did a few pairs of earrings, let's say that. So I thought today I'd do a pendant. So the supplies you're going to need are UV resin. You'll need 2 mixing bowls, mixing utensil, red and green, of course, some resin tape. You'll need an open bezel. You can use any shape you want. You don't have to use a rectangle. A silver chain. Now, if you don't have a chain, you can use one of the leather cords. The mold I have is flowers. And I have these various colored rhinestones that I'm going to use. And of course pliers, and you need a jump ring. I don't know if I ever mentioned the jump ring, but you need that too. So we'll just set this stuff aside. And we're going to begin with the green. And let's see. I need scissors. And we're just going to cut a piece large enough for the open bezel. And I'm just going to cut straight across. This is already notched, so I can move it around or whatever. And then as soon as I cut a piece off, I just notch it again. And it just makes it a lot easier to get the tape off the roll. So I'm going to place this on here, and I'm just going to make another little notch here and a little notch there, just so I can move things around, because I don't like when it gets stuck to your fingers and the resin's wet, and you don't need that. So we'll just turn it over, make sure this is really secured, and turn it back over. And we're going to start with the green, and we're just going to do a thin layer, so we're not going to need too much. And I picked out a nice color green. It's like a jade. Okay, I got 2 drops. We'll check and see if that's dark enough. And just mix it up thoroughly. I think, oops, maybe one more drop there. Let's see. I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either, that when you're wearing something you can't see it. Oh, that looks pretty good. And then we'll just pour it in here. And I do see bubbles, so I'm going to have to make sure I get rid of those bubbles. And I do believe I poured just enough, or mixed just enough for this. Now it'll move over a little bit on its own, but with the tape it just kind of stops it a little bit, so you kind of have to get it to get into those little corners. And I do see some bubbles, so I'm just going to use my lighter to get those out. And then I'm going to cure this for 90 seconds on both sides. Once it's cured, you can remove it from the tape. Usually when it's still warm, the tape removes easier, but by any chance it sticks and you can't get it off, use 100% acetone nail polish remover. Put it on a Q-tip and then just clean off any of the tape residue that was left behind. It won't harm your resin at all, and it works really great, and it works good for cleaning brushes too. Okay, so now that that's done, you can see it's really pretty, but we got to add to it. So we're going to make some little red flowers. Now I don't have any poinsettia molds, but I'm just going to use this one. I think it should be good enough. I don't think anybody's really going to point it out. You know, I mean, do what you can. Use what you can. And just mix this up really good. Alright, since this is a smaller mold, you can pour it, like on the bigger flower. So I'll just do that. I don't want to put too much in. And then, let's see. These have rounded edges. I don't know if I want to use that or just the ones with the sharper petals. I think I'm just going to use the sharper petals. And in that case, I was going to use them all. I'm just going to use them. I don't think I need to be so picky about the way the flower looks, because I think no matter what, it's going to be pretty. Okay, that one I put a little bit too much in, and so now I have to take a little bit out. This one seems like I put a little bit much too, so I'll just remove a drop or two. This one looks like it needs just a touch more. Same with this one, maybe another drop or two. Okay, I think I need another one here. All right. So now I'm going to cure this for 90 seconds and then cure the other side for 90 seconds. All right, now they're cured, we can remove them from the mold. Okay, so the next step would be arranging them on here how you want them. Now you can have them so they come off a little bit. You can have them just in place like that. Just move them around a little bit. It's all up to you what you want. I'm not sure if I really want them off on the side. Possibly, maybe something like, let me move these, something like that. I think that's kind of pretty. But first we're going to have to put another layer just of clear on here, and then we can set them in place. Oop. I got bubbles coming out, not a nice flow of resin. And I'm just going to make sure there's no bubbles in there. Okay. And let's see, I'll need tweezers. so I can place these. Okay, so I think that's good. See, I'm still not 100% sure if I want them all inside or if I want them sort of sticking out. I kind of like them sort of sticking out. This one just wants to keep going back in. Or maybe like that. And then I'm going to cure this for 90 seconds. All right. You can see how pretty it looks. Now, I picked out two different color rhinestones from this packet. I've got red and I've got green. I don't know which one I want to use. So I just thought like I'd put them in the center. That's the red. And then this is the green. I'm thinking the green. So the next step would be, let me just get this out. Whoops, I want to lose it. Get those over here. I do believe they'll fit in the smaller ones too. Yes, they will. Oops, didn't want that to go there. So we're just going to need dabs of resin on the middle part of the flowers. So I'm just putting a dab here, using my mixing utensil, putting some resin in here. You don't want too much, because these are the stones that if you use too much and you cover them with the resin, they sort of just lose their luster. So you just want enough so that they'll be seated in there. Oops. I don't know if you can see that. I'll move this one a little bit. That one's kind of sinking in a little bit, but it's not that bad. So let me just get my utensil out of the way and this extra resin out of the way so I can cure this, and I'm going to do 90 seconds. All right, it's done curing. I think it looks really lovely, and you got that little extra sparkle there. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. So now we'll just put it together. You need your 6mm jump ring. Open it to the side. Place it on your piece. And then just take your chain and then just put it into the jump ring. Make sure you close it up and those ends meet so you don't lose your necklace. And here it is. So this is the end of day 22 of 30 Days of Resin. I do hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. In the description box below, you'll find links to all the supplies I used today, and you'll also find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.